Hello, my friend. Take a soft, deep breath in and let it out slowly. Let your body feel heavy and supported wherever you are resting. The day is over now. There is nothing to do but drift, nothing to prove, nowhere else you must be. This time is for you. Feel the gentle weight of your eyelids as if a soft blanket of dusk has settled across your face. Each blink feels slower, heavier, until your eyes simply wish to close. And that's all right. They can close whenever they're ready. With each breath, imagine you are stepping deeper into a quiet medieval inn, a place where the air is warm and rich with the faint smell of wood smoke and fresh bread. There's a fire crackling in the hearth, its embers glowing like sleepy little stars. A hush of voices murmurs far away, but none of the words matter. They're just part of the lullaby of the evening. And as you breathe in again, notice how your shoulders begin to soften. The tension that carried you through the day, that old tightness in the muscles, let it slip away, like a cloak set gently upon a chair. Tonight, you are safe. Tonight, you are calm. Tonight, you are ready to be carried into sleep by the soft notes of a story. Our story tonight begins, my friend, in that very inn, with the glow of the fire and the quiet of the night. The inn is built of timber and stone, its beams darkened by the years, its walls heavy with stories told and songs sung. The tables are polished smooth by countless hands. Candlelight dances upon the tabletops, each flicker like a little heartbeat of flame. Outside, a gentle wind curls around the wooden shutters. It rattles them just barely, like a whisper. Beyond the walls, the medieval village has gone to sleep. Chickens are silent in their coops. Carts are tucked away under canvas. And the moon, a pale silver shield, hangs above the quiet rooftops. Inside, the air is warm, and the only music comes from the crackle of the fire and the occasional creak of a chair. That is, until the bard arrives. He enters slowly, his cloak brushed with the cool air of the night. His boots are worn, softened by miles of walking country roads, but his eyes are kind, and in his arms, wrapped in cloth, he carries something precious, a lute, carved of wood, polished smooth, its body shaped like a tear, its strings glinting faintly in the firelight. The lute is strung not with wire, but with the gut strings that medieval bards once prized. They were tender, delicate, and their sound was meant not to ring loud in great halls, but to soothe, to calm, to move gently through the air like a sigh. The bard sits in the corner by the hearth. He sets the lute across his lap and runs his hand across the strings. The sound is soft, so soft it is like raindrops tapping a window at midnight. You could almost miss it, except that your heart knows to listen. The inn grows quiet. Even the murmuring voices hush, as if the notes themselves have hushed the air. And in that stillness, the bard begins to play. Each note drifts like a feather, slowly, gently landing in your mind. The melody does not rush. It meanders, as if wandering down a mossy forest path. And with every pluck of a string, you feel yourself sinking deeper, softer, calmer, as though the lute itself is playing your body into rest. The bard closes his eyes as he plays, and it is said that in medieval times a bard could carry news across lands. Not only in words, but in music. Songs were memory, songs were stories, songs were prayers. And tonight, the bard's song feels like all three: a story, a prayer, and a memory carried across time to reach you in this moment of stillness. Listen to how the music curls like smoke, rising softly, twisting and folding in the air, then fading gently into silence, only to return again with another delicate touch of the strings. Now imagine yourself closer to the fire, warming your hands at the glow. The lute is playing. The bard is smiling faintly, eyes closed, and the inn feels like the safest place in all the world. You can hear the timbers creak softly as the wind presses against the walls. You can hear the occasional pop of sap inside the burning logs. And beneath it all, that tender strum, like the heartbeat of night itself. The lute is more than just an instrument. In the Middle Ages, it was thought to bring harmony not just to the ears, but to the soul. Its rounded body was said to reflect the shape of the heavens. Its strings, plucked in gentle rhythm, were thought to echo the music of the spheres, the harmony of the stars themselves, a celestial song hidden in the sky. And so when you listen to the lute, you are not only hearing wood and string, you are hearing the echo of the universe, softened into a lullaby. Feel for a moment how your breathing matches the music. In with a gentle pluck, out with a lingering note. Like waves upon the shore, the music rocks you. Like branches swaying, it moves you. Like clouds drifting, it carries you. The bard does not sing, his voice is not needed. The lute alone speaks, and in its whispers you sense words without language, comfort without explanation. You notice the firelight painting warm shadows across the walls. You notice the hush of the room, how even those who sit with tankards of ale have leaned back into their chairs, half asleep, swaying gently to the music. The inn itself seems to dream, and you too are drifting into that dream. And so, let yourself rest now, knowing that the bard will keep playing. His music will not stop, it will be there, like a river flowing quietly, like a night breeze circling the earth. It will carry you wherever you need to go. You are safe, you are warm, you are held by the song of the lute, and with each note you drift further into peace. The music continues, soft, steady, patient. Each note is like a step upon an unseen road, a road that winds beyond the inn, out into the quiet night. And as you listen, you notice that the lute's song is beginning to change. Not louder, not faster, but wider, as if its sound has opened a doorway. Close your eyes and imagine stepping through that doorway. You are still warm, still safe, still wrapped in the hush of the fire. But now you are also standing in a moonlit meadow. The air is cool and sweet, the grass is silver-tipped with dew, and far above, the stars are awake, each one a candle burning quietly in the sky. The bard is there beside you, still playing, his figure outlined by starlight. The notes of the lute ripple outward, and with every ripple the world around you grows softer, more magical, more dreamlike. You walk together down a path, the lute guiding your steps. It is said in the medieval world that pilgrims followed not only roads, but songs, chants and hymns that kept their pace steady, their spirits light, and their hearts focused on the journey. And now, this melody becomes your pilgrim's song. Each pluck of the strings lights a lantern along the way. One after another, lanterns glow in the grass, marking the trail for your feet. It is as if the music itself has illuminated the path. You walk slowly, gently, without hurry. Each step is as soft as a sigh, and with every step, your body sinks deeper into relaxation. You are walking in a dream, and in this dream, all is calm. The meadow gives way to a forest, where tall trees rise like cathedral pillars. Their branches arch overhead, woven together like the ceiling of a great hall. The lute's music echoes softly among them, and the leaves rustle in reply, as if the trees themselves are listening. In medieval times, many believed that the forest was alive with spirits, gentle guardians of the trees, keepers of secrets, souls of ancestors long gone. Tonight, as you walk, you sense those guardians. They are not frightening. They are kind. They welcome you with the sound of leaves brushing together, like hands clapping softly in gratitude. The lute's notes mingle with their whispers, and the air becomes a lullaby, part song, part wind, part dream. Pause here a moment. Imagine leaning against one of the great trees. Its bark is rough and steady, its roots deep in the earth. You feel its strength pressing into your back, reminding you that you too are grounded, safe, connected to something older than time. The bard keeps playing, his eyes half closed, as though he too is entranced by the stillness of the forest. The fireflies begin to appear, tiny lanterns floating through the branches. One by one, they take their place among the notes of the lute, as if each glow is another string, another harmony, another breath of music. You are surrounded now by light, by sound, by peace. As the forest path winds deeper, you come to a small clearing. In the center, a stone well sits quietly. Its surface reflects the moon like a mirror. The bard plucks a low, resonant chord, and the water trembles, as though the note itself has touched it. It is here in such moments that medieval travelers once believed songs could carry blessings into the world. A lute's vibration, they said, was not only music, but prayer. And so this well, filled with silver water, seems to glow brighter with each phrase the bard plays. You lean over the edge. You see your reflection, but it is softened, dreamlike. It looks calmer than you've ever seen yourself. Your eyes are heavy, but peaceful. Your breath is slow, steady, gentle. And in that reflection, you see who you are in this moment. Restful, safe, deeply at ease. The bard nods toward the path again, and you follow, carried forward by the song. Soon the forest opens, and ahead lies the faint outline of a medieval village. It is night, yet the houses glow faintly with candles in their windows. Thatched roofs, stone walls, crooked chimneys. A place of quiet life. As you walk past the cottages, you notice the little details. A wooden cart left at the roadside. A jug of water placed carefully by a door. The faint smell of herbs hanging to dry from a window beam. In the Middle Ages, such herbs were thought to guard against illness and misfortune, and here their fragrance mixes with the cool air, lavender and thyme, chamomile and sage, all the scents of comfort weaving into the music, guiding you further into relaxation. The bard slows his playing now, his fingers moving gently as though to match the sleepiness of the village. Each note lingers longer, like a word stretched into a sigh. You glance at one of the cottages where a small cradle rests near the window. A baby sleeps inside, its breathing soft, its face bathed in moonlight. And you realize the bard's music is not only for you, it is for everyone. The child, the villagers, the trees, the sky, the earth. His song is the world's lullaby, and you are one of its listeners. Wrapped in its tender sound, you feel yourself rocking, as though the very air is a cradle. The path curves again, leading you back toward the meadow. But now the meadow feels different. The air is even softer, the stars even brighter, and your body even heavier with rest. The bard continues playing, his notes falling slower, like snowflakes drifting through the air. Each string he plucks feels like it touches your heartbeat, slowing it, soothing it, balancing it. You lie down in the grass, the dew cool against your skin. You look up at the stars, and they seem to sway to the music. You feel your breath sinking once again with the lute, in and out, in and out. The world is a song, and you are inside it. The bard plays on, his music circling you like a cocoon of light. He knows, as all bards did, that songs are not just for waking. They are for dreaming, for carrying a soul from one world into another. And as the last of the village lights flicker out, and the forest sinks deeper into silence, you too are carried, drifting on the music, sinking lower, slower, quieter, until all you know is the whisper of strings, the hush of wind, the glow of stars. You are safe, you are calm, you are ready to sleep. The meadow is still, the sky a blanket of silver stars. The bard's music lingers, soft, tender, steady, and as you lie in the grass, you feel that the earth itself is rocking you gently like a cradle. Every note is slower now, longer, like the breath of night. In and out, in and out. The strings hum, and with each hum your body releases more tension, more heaviness, until you feel as light as air and as rooted as stone. You could stay here forever, in the meadow, under the stars, listening to the bard's lullaby. And yet, somewhere inside the song, you sense the journey is turning. The music carries you gently, slowly back toward the inn. You rise from the meadow, as if lifted by the melody itself. Your steps are slow, dreamlike. You follow the lantern-lit path again, past the silent village, through the arching forest, past the well that glows faintly with moonlight. The fireflies drift behind you like companions, their tiny lights floating on the air, as if to guide you safely back. The lute never falters. Its tones are soft as down, yet certain, drawing you forward. And as you walk, you notice how your body feels even heavier now, as though each step sinks you deeper, not into the ground, but into the soft embrace of sleep. At last, the inn's wooden walls appear. The shutters are closed. The fire inside glows faintly through the cracks, and when you step through the door, the warmth of the hearth greets you like an old friend. The inn is quiet now. The villagers who sat at the tables earlier have drifted into slumber. Some lean against the wall, their tankards half empty beside them. Others rest their heads upon folded arms, breathing slow, steady, peaceful, and still. In the corner by the fire, the bard sits with his lute. His fingers move gently, plucking one note at a time. The firelight paints his face in gold and shadow, and his eyes are half closed, as if he too is half asleep within the song. You sit down by the fire. The warmth seeps into your skin, melting the last of the day's burdens. The chair beneath you feels soft, as though it has been waiting all along to hold you, to support you, to let you rest. The bard glances at you once, and in his gaze there is nothing but kindness. A small nod as if to say, "Yes, it's time to let go now. The music will take care of you." And he plays on. Listen closely. Each string vibrates like a whisper. Each chord swells like a sigh. You feel them not only in your ears, but in your chest, your breath, your heart. In and out. In and out. The bard slows the tempo so that every note arrives like a wave washing upon the shore. It comes, it lingers, it fades, and then another arrives, and another, until your mind itself is simply waves, rolling gently, over and over, toward endless calm. You notice how heavy your arms feel now, how warm your legs are, how soft your eyelids are, like feathers brushing closed. You hear the wood in the hearth crackle, slowly, fading. You hear the chair creak faintly beneath you. But all sounds are hushed, distant, softer than the notes of the lute. The bard is playing for you, and for the night itself, and you realize this song has no ending. It does not need one. It is a circle, a cradle, a breath. It goes on and on and on like sleep itself. The inn fades. The fire fades. Even the bard's face fades. All that remains is the music, and the music is no longer separate from you. It is inside you, beating in your heart, flowing in your breath, drifting in your mind. You are the song now, a lullaby made of warmth and peace, a melody of stillness, a harmony of rest. The bard whispers, not with his lips but with the strings. Sleep now, let go, drift, and you do. You let the last of the waking world slip away. You let the last of the day dissolve. You let the song carry you as it has carried countless dreamers before you, across centuries, across time. The lute's gentle whisper is the same whisper of leaves in the forest, the same whisper of wind against shutters, the same whisper of waves upon a shore. It is the whisper of rest, and it is yours. Now imagine yourself floating, floating like a leaf upon water, rocked by the gentlest ripples. No effort, no struggle, only drifting. The song rocks you, the night rocks you, your breath rocks you. Every wave of sound takes you deeper, every pluck of string carries you further, until there is nothing left to do, nothing left to think, nothing left to feel, but sleep. The fire is dim now, the inn is silent, the bard is a shadow in the corner. The lute is still whispering, but it is far away, distant, like a dream already fading. And you are drifting, drifting, drifting into that dream. The lute's final note is not an ending, it is an opening, a door into the deepest rest, a door you step through now. And as you cross into that door, you feel only this: you are safe, you are calm, you are held, sleep has found you, and you may stay in its arms as long as you wish. The bard's whispering lute closes not with a conclusion, but with silence, the silence of peace, the silence of rest, the silence of sleep. Good night.